Buddy, time for another episode of Armored Core here. Yeah, last time we got into a bit of actual story content in the missions there. Quite the far cry from the first game where, I mean, like, there was story, but it wasn't, like, directly presented to you. It was just kind of incidental until, like, the final mission. Alright. So I was doing some missions for... Yeah, because I hit a bit of a wall. Hmm. Right, yes, I wanted to save up for this. The laser cannon. That 3,000 attack power. Even though it's got a reload time of 40, so it'd be like, shoot that once, switch over to the flat gun, and shoot that a bunch. And also an FCS I could buy. And a new generator. Wait, what was the... energy I put it on? It isn't that good, though. Max weight on these legs isn't super good. Oh, these are all arms I sold. I could buy them back, I suppose. Yeah, I don't really. Anyway. Did we get mail after that last mission? No. Well, let's try out the arena again. See if we can take out Brutus. Fight him somewhere with a ceiling this time, so he can't get me with all of his flight shenanigans. Yeah, let's go with the underwater, or the cave system one. That might work out better for us. Jeez. I mean, I did better that time, but... let's try again. Can I just go try and friggin' go for a corner? There he is. whatever he's hitting me with is just knocking me back too hard. I can't correct enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to, like... Long-range sensors and strong suit. He's a long-distance fighter. That's also how I like to play. So, I mean, I guess I could go try for a high mobility getting close. But he's really mobile himself. So, let's just continue doing missions. Alright. Underground maze. I'd like you to locate and destroy all of the Doomsday Organization's research materials. It has been discovered that these research materials are concealed in an extensive underground maze complex. Infiltrate the deepest sector of this maze and destroy all the materials. Mission codename, Kerr Royal.
The research materials should be hidden in the deepest section of the maze. Destroy all materials upon discovery.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Good old maze rules. Just hug the left wall. Alright, hopefully they'll now move towards here. I don't have to just run in there and get shot a bunch. And they're not moving. Alright. Hidden part. I don't know if there even are any hidden parts in this game. Three shots. Hey, Artillo. How's it going? Yeah, I'm still stuck on Brutus, so I'm just doing some story missions. But, yeah, I saw what you meant about, like, there being actual plot in this one. Oh, yeah, Super Metroid's fucking sweet. I've always been a huge fan of the Metroid games. I think the first one I played, though, was actually Zero Mission on the GBA. Oh, geez, those things actually hurt like fuck. What the shit? Oh, there was a door at the end of that one. I mean, yeah, I know it's a remake, and it has that extra area where you're in the Zero suit. But it's just, it was the first one I played, and I was like, oh man, this is so good. Actually, that might not be strictly true. I may have played a bit of the first one before that, but if you don't have someone like walking you through it, the first Metroid is so impenetrable. Like, I've gotta say, the greatest innovation that, like, Super Metroid or Metroid 2 might have given, I don't know, I never actually played Metroid 2 on the Game Boy. I only played Samus Returns, the remake, was definitely the addition of a map. Like, having an in-game map, because without it, in Metroid 1, you are just fucking lost. There's no way anyone can keep track of where they are in that game. Because in the first one, you also, like, don't have backgrounds or anything, and it's just a series of vertical tube segments. Oh, yeah, I got all the way... Oh, just to Various Suit. Okay. Yeah, no, I think I definitely got missiles. Oh, I didn't get anywhere near Mother Brain whenever I played Metroid 1. Yeah, I got missiles and maybe the upgrade after missiles. But, that's it. Yeah, Metroid and Metroid 2, never beaten those ones. I've beaten every other Metroid game. Actually, wait, no, I haven't beaten Other M. Which plays good, but I just can't get past that story, man. It's so bad. Yeah, I might fail this mission. Yeah.
Defenses damaged. Halting combat and returning to the nest.
Oh yeah, another Metroid 2 remake. Yeah, I was meaning to play that, but then, you know, Samus Returns came out, and I was like, well, I mean, might as well just play the actual Nintendo one that's got, like, new stuff in it. Can't be having that failure. Oh, but man, Metroid Dread was so good. It was everything I wanted out of a new Metroid game. Freaking Samus being badass? Check. Continuation of the story from Fusion? Check. Really fucking awesome and hard bits? Check. Oh yeah, no. If you liked Metro, like another Metroid 2 remake, Samus Returns is essentially to Metro, like to that what Zero Mission was to original Metroid. Like, it's literally just an upgraded reboot, like version of it. It's great. Did you get to Dread at any point? Because that one's fucking awesome. I love Dread.
The research materials should be hidden in the deepest section of the maze. Destroy
The
all
only problem I
materials
have
upon
with
discovery.
Dread, though, actually, is that it's too tailor-made for the Metroid
system
community.
engaging
So you
combat
have to
mode.
be able to do like stuff that in the old games was glitches to be able to like 100% get all the items. Like, there's some real fucking maneuvers you gotta do to get those extra items. It's never for, like, bosses or anything, or any essential items. But, like, oh, there's this one missile tank that you're gonna have to, like, try about 20 times to actually get it right. Because you need freaking precision jumps and, like, chaining shine sparks and stuff like that. I mean, a bit, but it never, like, there were items in Dread that to get them, you had to basically completely figure out mechanics on your own. I'm thinking of a specific, there was an area that, like, is filled with water, but then it all gets frozen. And there's entire new mechanics for the ice that don't show up in anywhere else in the game. And, like, there's, I think, like, 3 missile containers and a super bomb container that you can get from doing shenanigans in there. And I tried, and it was so fucking hard, I gave up. Oh yeah, yeah. No, the parry window on those robots was so fucking tight. Oh, yeah, no, that was absolutely a nightmare. Once you were in the zone, you could get it like every time, but when you were new to it or you just like weren't in the zone, oh my god, it was like just smashing your face against a keyboard for like half an hour. Like, eventually it was just like, well, just don't get caught. There's your parry window. Don't get caught. Like, which they could have done. They could have made it just an instant kill. They do give you that parry window as, like, again, that's really for, like, the Metroid speedrunning community, because they're just like, we know that the speedrunners want to be able to get through this. So it's like, well, if we just put in this parry mechanic, then they don't have to worry about running around the robots. They can just kill them. Or at least that's how I see it. Like, I'm certain that the speed runs for Metroid Dread look fucking amazing. I know, right? They're just making up their own rules as they go along. It's like, oh, you just walk up to this wall, and then you make sure you got your charge beam fully charged, and then you drop down to drop a whole bunch of bombs, then you jump up, and switch into morph balls, and the explosion will get you that extra, like 2 pixels up that'll get you over. Like, it's all stuff like that, and it's like, what the... Who came up with this shit? It's like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that shit. Fuck, I think they might require you to do that in Dread for a couple things. Like, cause I can't figure out how else you would do it, because you need Shine Spark in an area that I have no idea how you're supposed to get there with Shine Spark. Like, I've tried for probably like 20 minutes, like, to do jumps and stuff, to be able to bring one over, or like to find the perfect angle to like store one and then run a couple feet and then jump. But no, I was just like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Yeah, no, it just reminds me of the fucking, like, that video, if you've ever seen it, of, like, the guy explaining how Mario speedrunning works, where, like, have to go so fast that you're going basically into parallel dimensions, like, literally within the game, parallel dimensions that are already built within the, like, the engine, to fucking... And, like, you have to angle your speed, like, perfectly so that you land directly in one of them. Yeah. Like, when I first heard the voice clip, I was like, what the fuck is this going on about? And I actually watched the video and I was like, oh, that's a weird way to code a game. Like, to have, like, instances of it outside the bounds of the instance that's already made? That's weird. Well, okay, let's be fair. Speedrunning is completely different from just playing a video game. You know it, and I know it. It's all about, like, you're not just mastering the game as it was made, you're, like, seeing how far you can abuse the engine.
Confirmed that everything has been destroyed. Please return to base.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
You can take it like that, yeah, but to be fair, like, everyone knows when you're speedrunning, you're not really playing a game, so it's... See, that's why I way prefer 100% speedruns to any percent speedruns. Because then, that actually requires people, like, do stuff. Maybe completely out of order, but they do it. And honestly, they're way more interesting whenever people, like... I remember, like, I think it was a Legend of Zelda 100% speedrun I saw, where, like, as a kid, before going to Hyrule Castle, they got into Gerudo Valley to get something, and then went back to the castle, and then... like, backflipped through an area to end up in Jabu Jabu's belly. Like, it was some weird 5D shit going on. And I was like, I was just racked with attention because I was like, where's he gonna go next? Yeah, right? It's just really interesting being like, what is gonna happen here? And that's why I like watching every once in a while, like, speedrun breakdown videos that explain, like, here's what's happening in the back, in the actual system of the game. This is why this happens. We want you to disrupt Project Phantasma. It's an eponymous red font. Related shipping lanes. Although we do not have many details on the project, we should not ignore its existence. Oh yeah, no major glitches is also really good, because it's interesting to see, like, the routes people take. The targets are the enemy transport vehicles. Note that the Rampart Bridge is located in front of the military zone. Before they cross the bridge, destroy all enemy transports. If even one of them gets through, the mission will be considered a failure. We have established a surveillance operation before the bridge at points A, B, and C. We will keep you updated, so listen for details. Honestly, I think probably the best thing the speedrunning community ever gave us was randomizers. Because that's where they first came from, was it's just like, people know these games so well, it's not even a challenge, you're just like slapping your face against like the top scores. So let's start up a new thing where things are in random locations. Because that's a really interesting category. It shows how well someone's not just memorized a run, but has memorized the entire game. Oh, I didn't know any. I've never played Devil May Cry 5, but that's kind of like, I remember the Dark Souls 2 speedrun used to be like, the first thing you do is you go and fight
We've confirmed the presence of the transport vehicles.
the Dragon Rider boss, because you can easily cheese him and just walking off a cliff and dying, and then you just like use one of the items to like New Game Plus the area, and you do that again, and you do that like 3 times to just fill out your souls. Then you go buy a spell, like a curse spell that uses like souls to make it the spell more powerful, and then you just use that for the remainder of the bosses. Like, basically, you front load all of your grinding at that, at the Dragon Rider, because you can just cheese it, and then you also do a bunch of grinding of, what's his face? I don't actually remember the name of the boss. He was essentially the Balrog from The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Was it like... No, Flame Lurker was... That might actually be from Demon Souls. Oh, well, that's no fun.
Point C soon.
Oh, does it show on my map where the different points are? Because I have no idea where point C is. Does not. Well. Should have paid more attention to the map in the briefing.
They're almost past point A. We lost them. We have failed.
Damn.
Battle lost. System switched to normal mode.
Damn it. Oh, I didn't save after doing the last mission, so I can't just reload. actually like the Souls games a whole lot. To be fair, the first one I played was actually Demon Souls instead of Dark Souls, which you can take a lot slower than Dark Souls because if you choose the royalty class, you get you start with an item that okay, A, B, and C are there. You start with an item that lets you regen your mana. So if you're having a tough time, you just, backpedal a bit, wait for your mana to regen, get back in there. And there's different, weapons and equipment that can also, passively regen your HP or MP.
Main system engaging combat mode.
It's just a lot more user-friendly.
We've confirmed the presence of the transport vehicles.
And then basically just as you get used to any of the games, you're pretty used to how they control. But yeah, I'd probably say... Oh yeah, no. Also, Demon Souls is just way more of a cinematic experience. So, depending on what kind of storytelling you're into, Demon Souls is just way more interesting. That fight with the demon dragon god, it was literally just a cutscene battle, and was definitely way better than the Bed of Chaos in Dark Souls for it. Because it's kind of the Bed of Chaos was basically the same thing, but way worse. Because it involved platforming, which was not a good element of those games. I've played some Neo. I didn't get that far into it. You can grind infinitely in Demon Souls. What are you talking about? Oh, well... Pfft. World Tendency. You know what? I fucking hate World Tendency.
All vehicles destroyed. Well done.
Because World Tendency just freaking gatekeeps you from being able to do everything in one run. Sure, you're not going to get everything in one run, because you can't, I like the concept of it, but I just didn't... There should have been more ways to affect World Tendency. Because after a certain point, you literally can't increase World Tendency anymore. You can decrease it by, using a stone to get your body back and then killing yourself. But the only way to increase World Tendency is to kill bosses. Well, above, bringing it to 2, which you can do by killing any of the specific things that come out when World Tendency is at 1. It just made things kind of needlessly obtuse. You know what I mean? We found remnants of a large weapon, the likes of which we have not come across before. They are probably related to the secret project known as Phantasma. Thanks to your thorough and efficient work. Oh, but did you ever play Sekiro? That game's fucking awesome, too. The whole... It using a completely different kind of system that was purely on, single combat focused, parry and slash mechanics. And Bloodborne. I just really like all of those games. See, I get that, and I see that, and I agree with that, because my dexterity is also shit. Up there with Constitution, it is definitely my dump stat as a human being. But when it comes to just the game being obtuse in, like, if you fuck this up, you can never come back. You can't come back here and fix it unless you're on New Game Plus. I'm like, come on. If it's just like, this is a weird puzzle that most people don't get, I'm like, oh, no, I can get that. That's fine. My brain works different anyway. That'll probably be my first solution. It's actually quite common in, like, the, if you ever played the Zero Escape series, like, 999 or Virtue's Last Reward, more often than not, I get the alternate, like, puzzle-solving route first, not even, because I don't even realize there's another way of doing it. Oh, I always try to get as much stuff as I can in a single playthrough, because that's just the way I play. That's just the way I play games. Oh, 999's really good, man. Honestly, playing 999 and Virtue's Last Reward are fantastic. There's actually a game for PS4 that's just like the Nonary games, which is 999 and Virtue's Last Reward. And it's a fucking great time. The third game in the series, balls. Like, God, I had the most visceral hate reaction upon playing like the first 10 minutes of that game. Oh my God. I mean, I get you, and I get where you're coming from on that, but I don't know. I'm always more along the lines of, if there's a thing, I want to get it. Like, I'm the kind of person who always keeps at least one of every item in their inventory. Like, because I just like to have all of them. I'm never gonna never use those elixirs. You might need them for sometime important. It doesn't matter if it's on the final boss. Why would I use an elixir? You know, that kind of thing. I guess hoarding mentality is a better word for it. We've been informed that a high-ranking official will be visiting the Doomsday Organization weapon test facility in southeast Amber Crown. Run interference and capture him. Weapon testing area is secured with both anti-aerial radar and anti-tank landmines. Beware of these deterrents. They could prematurely end the mission. We will divide into 2 groups. You should head north from the riverside, cross 2 bridges, and then head west. When the battle begins, choppers will not be able to approach the testing plant. Ignore the enemies and keep going. Like, how it works in games like Demon's Souls and Dark Souls, where, like, you have choices you can take, and then you can make the different versions of those choices in New Game Plus, like, as to what you use the boss souls for. That's totally fine. I'm 100% fine with that. It's just
Please don't forget about
things
the anti-aircraft radar in the
like,
area. In other words, avoid using your boosters.
oh, avoid using boosters. Alright.
I will contact you soon. Commence action.
You just said to avoid using boosters, and now you're using boosters.
Main system engaging combat mode.
I totally forgot what I was thinking now. Yeah, I mean, I know that this was supposed to be a stealth mission, but I'm just going in blowing up all the enemies. As is my wont. If there's a thing on my radar, it needs to blow up. Simple as that.
Stand by until the helicopter arrives.
Yeah. Okay, stand by until the helicopter arrives. So don't blow shit up. Got it.
They've arrived. I'll send over some images.
Oh my god, a person.
That's the target. After you see him enter the structure, do it. Destroy all enemies around the warehouse.
Can do.
The laboratory is under control. We will now capture the
Yeah, no, I figured. Because, like...
Surrender.
that's why I was so surprised. I was like, they modeled a human? What? God, now I'm remembering. There was a game way back in the day.
To normal mode.
Computer game in like the 90s. It was around the time of like the Mech Warrior series. Oh, flat cannon doesn't use... So is the flat cannon an energy gun? It doesn't use any ammunition cost. I guess that's why it uses up so much energy. Alright. But got distracted. There was this mech game in the fucking in the late 90s that I vaguely remember, where like if your mech was going critical and about to explode, you could eject and just be a guy running around with a gun. And it was possible to take out your opponent or hijack their mech. Don't know if I ever actually did the second part, but I know I just ran around and then eventually just got stomped on by mechs a whole lot. After interrogating a captured prisoner, we have extracted the following information. Large conglomerate has contributed sufficient funds to establish the Doomsday Organization. Another large company is working with the Doomsday Organization secretly on the Phantasma project. In order to interrogate the prisoner further, we will take him to a safe house in Amber Crown. We decided to transfer our prisoner to an abandoned factory located in the slums of Amber Crown. Doomsday Organization is also seriously investigating this matter, so we would like you to guard the prisoner on the way to the factory. Slaughterhouse. That's another game series I need to play a bit more. I've never really been into like the side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Stay here a while.
But man, the visuals on Slaughterhouse are just really interesting.
They found us already? That was too quick.
We've got a mole.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Oh, the circle is friendly units. I see. Fucking Tachikoma's over here. Wait, what the fuck? This is a spawn chamber? Fuck, that's another thing I gotta watch. We're talking about movies we need to watch the other day. Fucking, I need to watch Ghost in the Shell at some point. I watched Standalone Complex. I love that show, but I've never actually watched the movie Ghost in the Shell.
Somehow we made it.
I'm torn whether I should watch it subbed or dubbed.
I don't appreciate
It's a really good dub.
instances. Why don't you just give it to me?
I cannot do that.
How brave.
Man, the way she said I cannot do that sounded real robotic. Where'd you go, Sam? Where'd you go?
I see I wasn't careful enough. Oh well, I'll hunt you down for fun later.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
I mean, Artillery, you say that, but there's always horrors in a battlefield. Life finds a way. Like, I'm just saying, she, like... Outside of frickin' Angela Anaconda, no one says, I cannot do that. Everyone says, I can't. Good job. After obtaining more detailed information from our prisoner, we have decided that an attack on the Doomsday Organization's main headquarters is necessary. I believe that Stinger will make a move sometime in the near future. When it happens, be ready. Okay, in order to occupy the Amber Crown Rectena? That is not a term. Facility. The Doomsday Organization has deployed a detachment. The purpose of this facility is to convert electronic power to microwaves to be used by their satellite system. If they occupy this facility, we have a problem. Defeat all the opposing forces. By the way, any underground condensers that are destroyed will be destructive from your pay. Damn it! But is that actual technology, Artilla, or is that just pseudoscience? Ah, well, I sit corrected. Anyways, if anything, it's a portmanteau. A poor man's portmanteau. The microwaves can be strong in certain areas above the antenna. Be careful. Oh man, that is absolutely true. I used to work for a fucking a company that did satellite. Yeah. A company that did satellite internet. Holy fucking shit! The radiation that came out of those like receivers. Whatever, people were like, oh, I could just go up there and adjust it myself. And it's like, no, you really fucking can't.
Some of the Rectenna facility is underground. Please check everywhere and destroy all opposition.
Main system engaging combat mode.
All of them, or are there more in other areas of the Rectenna? Going under it is fine, right? Absolutely wouldn't be in real life, but good. Yeah, no, there's all kinds of like old school stuff I need to watch, or even just things that like started watching as a kid, but you know, TV when you're a kid, you're always gonna miss some things, and then it's just like, ah fuck, a bunch of condensers got blown up. Okay, that one wasn't my fault. God damn it! Oh fuck! This is a terrible place to have a firefight. No, stop! No, my money! I hope each of these is not worth like 100, because, fuck. We'll be so far in the negatives from this mission. Fuck! Damn it! Damn it!
We have confirmed that all opposition has been destroyed.
Yeah, no, like, I've been thinking of getting back
Target
into a bunch of old
operation
anime
clear.
I used to watch on
System
TV
switched
that,
to normal mode.
like, Witch Hunter Robin. It was a real interesting anime. Oh, no! Minus 10,000 for all those things. Fuck. Oh, barely. Barely still in the green. The Doomsday Organization seems to be panicking. They have been seen trying to occupy a civilian facility. An assault operation on their main office will be conducted sometime in the near future. I mean, yeah, but I was just thinking, imagine if you picked this up, never having Armored Core, and you tried to get cash with these missions. Fuck! I am so rarely making a profit off of these missions. Like, you'd get to human +6 real quick in this game. We request that you begin an assault on the Doomsday Organization's HQ. We have recently heard that they are near completion on a new weapons system codenamed Project Phantasma. Before the project is online, sneak into the main office and extract detailed data about the project from their computer systems. The target is located in the lower room of the office complex. On your way, destroy all obstructions as you see fit. Okay, look. At least half of those were blown up by my enemies. Okay? Maybe there was another way I was supposed to go into that room. Like I was supposed to go through like the center, and there was like a corridor where it was free space. Maybe. Either way. This will be an extended mission, so prepare your AC ammunition stores accordingly. I always have shit tons of ammo. Oh wow, at their HQ. So what you're saying, Artilla, was skill issue.
Room in the lower section. Destroy all obstacles in your way.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Yeah, I mean, I won't argue that. I've never claimed to be good at this game. I mean, not in seriousness anyway. In jest I have. No, I am good at one mission of Armored Core. The best on Retro Achievements, in fact. And that is it. Well, let's be fair. Anything is a dick measuring contest if you care enough about it. Like, it's just... Like, remember whenever games used to just have score? And, like, that was the whole point to them, was to get the highest score? God. I absolutely hate those kinds of games. Like, arcade games where it's just like, oh yeah, just do it to get the highest score. I'm like, then what's the point? I'm gonna do it once, I'm gonna get whatever score I get, and then I don't fucking care anymore. Unless the gameplay is extremely compelling, I'm not gonna try to get a high score. What the hell is down there? Oh, it's more of those things. Not me. I am perfectly content being mediocre. As long as I'm good enough to finish a game, I care not for score. And I fucking despise well, I don't despise PvP, but I don't find PvP to be compelling in and of itself. Like, I could never get behind any game that is just like, its main focus was the multiplayer. Yeah. It's especially good if there's a terrible dance you can do in-game for it. Like, the worst dance. Just to really rub it in. But yeah, I actually met someone, like, the other day. I was just chatting with him, and he was like, oh, yeah. Got onto the topic of video games, and he was like, oh, man. Fucking... it's such a great game, fucking NHL. I was like, oh, yeah, you're into those. All right, well, And, like, we got into it, I was like, I don't really play sports games. It's not my kind of thing. And he's like, what do you play? And I mentioned a whole bunch of things, and he's like, I've never even heard of any of those. And a friend of mine who was there, who was like, yeah, he's not like us. He likes to play single-player games. And he's like, oh, I don't get that, man. I mean, if there's no scoreboard, what's the point? I'm like, what the fuck? I realized he's definitely the kind of person who buys the fucking EA Sports titles every year for the updated roster and leaderboards. Yeah. No, I can't even put myself in that mindset. I don't even understand. What? Behind me? It came from behind? Oh, I thought you meant, like, I thought you meant in my response of, I can't put myself in that mindset. You were saying it's called having taste. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa! That's a bit harsh. But I see, you're saying that I have taste. And my response to that is, thank you, but debatable. Oh man, I mean, you say that, Artillo, and I have opinions on the LGBTQ plus community. Not negative opinions, but I've got opinions, and that's something you can't have in 2023. My opinion being, people are too hung up on labels. To the point where they're obsessed with defining themselves by a label, to the point they're excluding their own what they want to do with their life.
Wait here until
Per
the
cliff.
download is complete.
There's a word that I'm trying to say. Oh man, there are hills I will die on, and they are few and far between. Especially because I'm the kind of person who's like, my opinion on this stuff changes pretty drastically from day to day. That's why I can never do things like, oh, my favorite thing of all time is this. Or this. I'm like, I can't even be like, oh, the thing that had the most impact on me was definitely this. I'm like, man, that was really good, but like, there was also this, and then it'll be like 2 days later, and I'll be like, oh man, I totally forgot about this.
Thank you for your assistance. You've done well. Now we can reveal their entire plan.
Oh, for a second, I thought you said her entire plan. I was like, fuck.
Here. Be careful until the process is complete.
Gate check. Cannot unlock gate.
Are we... Am I leading you? Are you leading me? You're not moving. Oh man, cancel culture is such a problem. I mean, I don't care about it because, like, before I started streaming, I basically had no major online presence, so I'm just like, you want to cancel me? What are you going to cancel? Now I'm streaming, so it would be annoying, but meh. And also, if people do a deep dive on me, they're gonna find a lot worse things than tweets. Alright, you didn't follow me, so I'm assuming I wasn't going the right way, or maybe you just don't follow me in general. I'm supposed to fly up somewhere, or... There is something in the roof, apparently. That might just be where enemies spawned from earlier. Come on. I'll try one more time to get in there. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Actually, while I'm waiting for that to jump, jumping doesn't get me high enough. Oh yeah, no, invisible wall. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna leave. Bye. I forget your name already. It starts with an S. Something... Oh, I haven't been in these rooms. Okay. Maybe I gotta destroy all of these things? I don't know. Just gonna do the old gamer standby of, I don't know what to do. Just break shit until something happens. You know what? I've got a great fucking terrible tweet that'll get me canceled on video game culture. I don't like Super Mario 64. I think it's way overrated. Like, it was influential at the time, but like playing it now, it's garbage. Controls like shit, and while some of the level layouts are really interesting, other ones are just boring. There we go. Send tweet. And that's for someone who grew up with Mario 64. I wasn't a big fan of it then, and I don't like it now. Banjo-Kazooie, though, goddamn, that's a good game. Woo! Does it control better? Only a little bit, but goddamn, it's fun and charming. Yeah, the video game the N64 games I played the most when I was a kid were Donkey Kong 64 and Banjo-Tooie. Those two games, I've probably put in like 200 hours into those games growing up. You know what? I like Final Fantasy, but I can understand you not liking it. Are you into other JRPGs? And, like, it's just Final Fantasy you don't like? Or you just don't like JRPGs in general? Okay, wow. Wow. That's fucking harsh as shit, man. I'm not gonna say that they're all fucking, like, award winners, but have you ever played Final Fantasy Tactics? The story in that game is fucking raw. That wasn't so much rage as it was, like... I mean, it was rage bait. You were baiting me to rage, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it, but what the fuck? I'm over here at a 5. You brought the conversation to an 11. What the shit? But yeah, no. My favorite Final Fantasy game of them all is... Oh yeah, the Shin Megami Tensei games are great. But they are punishing as fuck, depending on the one. Like SMT4? Actually, no, not 4. Nocturne? Oh my god! Punishing as fuck. Actually, no. I will go further. Any JRPG where there is a totally legitimate chance that even though you're properly leveled for an area, you can still, like, start combat, the enemy's faster than you, one-shots you. Any game that is like that, like Nocturne, is harsh as fuck. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but what the fuck? Man, wow, you're saying that 4 is one of the good ones? That's the one everybody hates! And, like, 1, do you mean, like, the really old school, like, dungeon crawler style one? Like, on the Super Nintendo? No, people hated 4. They might have also hated 4A, but people hated 4. Oh yeah, you do mean the SNES one. Yeah, I could never get into that. I tried it a couple times, but it just never really caught my interest. I did get around to playing Persona, though. I never finished it, like the first Persona. But I actually enjoyed it, because I do actually really enjoy and have beaten Persona 4 and 5. I never finished Persona 3, because that one gets honestly kind of tedious. And like after 40 hours in, I was just kind of like, setting this aside for now, and I never picked it back up. Oh no, I'm talking about Revelations Persona.
They are abandoning the base. I think they're going to destroy all the evidence, including us. We have located enemy paratroopers. We must eliminate them in order to escape.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit. Where the fuck is this guy? Oh, he's on the other side of the fucking thing. Nope, where the fuck? God damn it! I'm gonna die without ever seeing this guy. What the shit? Oh, it's because he's fucking either black or deep blue on a
We're
fucking...
safe for the time being. Let's get out of here before the reinforcements arrive.
Is the encounter rate that bad? I honestly rarely pay attention to
Everything
encounter
will be
rates in
destroyed, but
JRPGs,
it might be
or
better this
RPGs
way.
in general. I'm like, yeah, they are what they are. In my opinion, if you're noticing the encounter rate, that's not a problem with the encounter rate, that's a problem with the battle system. Because it means you're not having fun with the battle system, and you're finding the battles you're getting into tedious. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch more cash now. So, I can get that. Ooh. Back weapon. The linear rifle. Or laser cannon. That was it. I could also get the linear gun. See, I never got mid-game. I got, like, maybe... I'd say about 6 hours into the game. And then I got kind of obsessed with the casino. And, I may or may not have stopped after losing all of my money at the casino. But yeah, Revelations is the one I played, that's for certain. Alright, let's try trading out the slug gun for this and see how it does. Ooh, got a bunch of extra weight now. Can I equip the better generator? No, that thing's still way too fucking heavy. Oh, God. Don't get me fucking started on Mahjong. I have tried so many times to figure out how to play Mahjong because it's in so many games. I still can't figure out how to play Mahjong. I know it's essentially poker. And that's it. Like, I've got the basic idea of it down, but, like, the betting system, how you actually play a winning hand, all of that, woo, right over my head. Yeah, I'm really not good at Yakuza minigames. Oh, wow. Fucking congrats, man. Like, I assume you mean, like, the amateur scenes, not the professional scenes. But, still, that's really cool. The Doomsday Organization has essentially been destroyed, but... Yeah, I know. Like I said, yeah, it's still really cool. Like, having a rank in an actual, like, organized thing, that's awesome. And yeah, especially in a foreign, like, thing, being a foreigner and having, like, that kind of rank, that's awesome. Like, I said, I assume amateur because if you were a professional ranker in the Japanese Mahjong scene, well, fuck, what the hell are you doing here? The Doomsday organization has essentially been destroyed. We are assuming that their contributor was the one who bombed the HQ and sent out paratroopers to take care of the rest. It seems as if they wanted to destroy all evidence of the Phantasma project. Now, there's so... I think I have that problem with all of the really Asian board games, Go, Shogi, and Mahjong, where I understand the broad strokes, but the fine details elude me. I actually pretty much know how to play Shogi as long as I have a cheat sheet next to me of what all of the pieces move as. I understand it. I'm not as good at it as English chess, but I understand it. Go, I get it, but I'd be terrible at it if I played it against someone. And then Mahjong, I just don't get... I just need someone to, like, sit me down and walk me through how to play a hand. And I'd be like, got it. Figured it out. Because, like I said, it's essentially the same kind of thing as poker. You're just using tiles instead of cards. And there are a couple different details, but it's the same kind of thing. You are trying to get a set of tiles, like you try to get a set of cards, and you play it. But, like, the subtleties of it, don't quite get it. See, I've heard of CeeLo. The other ones... Actually, wait, no. I've heard of Koi Koi as well. But Chohan and Chichokabu, never heard of them. I'm okay at chess. I'm not great at it, but I'm okay at chess. I'm good enough at chess that I have a strategy. Like, I have a strategy going in. I have a specific way I like to start my game. And I know how I can deal with other things. Shogi, I'm still at the point where, like, I'm learning... I've got all the rules figured out. I just need to figure out how to really deal with different interactions. We've determined that Stinger is behind the new Phantasma weapon system. He has been hiding with some remaining Doomsday Organization officials in the Northern Highland. We're not sure what the purpose of Project Phantasma is, but in the hands of Stinger, we are all in extreme danger. We can completely destroy all aspects of the Project Phantasma operation. Is this the last one? It's 50,000, and that's what the last one in Armored Core was. If so, I mean, it is just an expansion pack, but that's a pretty short expansion pack. I mean, I haven't gone through all of the arena stuff, so I can't say it's short,
mission
but...
location. We will drop off the ACs and then leave the area.
Main system engaging combat mode.
Ah, I'm getting buffeted around by their fucking laser blasts. Another one? I think there was another one. There was only 3 I destroyed. Yeah, there you are. Oh, that's something else. What the fuck? That's an AT-AT! Or, ATTE? I honestly can't really keep them straight in my head. Yeah, that's actually one of the, other than Yakuza, that's the other game that I was like, you know, this would be a great chance for me to learn how to play Mahjong. And I never figured out how to play Mahjong. Shit.
Enemy MTs approaching. Number of MTs, 1.
It's just
When
empty.
will you cease to be an annoyance?
That's a big fucking MT.
I cannot believe I have been defeated. I killed him. I killed him.
You're not talking about me, because I'm not dead.
Target of operation cleared. System switched to normal mode.
I'm afraid that we have been misled. The facility that was destroyed was just a decoy. I have received news that a working facility has been completed. We will continue to investigate and keep you informed. You know what? I got this new laser cannon. Let's try out Brutus again. Yeah, because you gotta pay attention to what you're throwing out. Come here, Brutus. Not that close. Actually, yes, that close. I can do a saber fight. Come on. No, fuck. No, I've almost got him. Fuck. Yes! Fuck you, Brute! Yeah, no. It actually... whenever you talk about it like that, it actually reminds me of this card game I play all the time with my family. Or at least I did when I was a kid. Just called Phase 10. It was essentially the same idea, where it's just like... You're trying to get specific sets of things, like 2 sets of a number, like you have a certain amount, or like a certain run of numbers, like a run of 7. And it's just like you can pick up what other players discard, so you got to be careful both about what you're discarding and like the information you're giving out from that, and what you if your opponent, like the person next to you, is picking anything up, like, oh, I can't give them that, or oh, what are they building from that? Love that game. All right. Oh my god, that emblem. Fuck, that's worse than the rabbit one. Ah. Extremely mobile, the jester attempts to scare off his opponents before they can begin. I can see that with his fucking emblem. Jesus Christ. And he's mobile. That means we're going in the cave. Oh, he's mobile that way. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Alright, alright. Wrong kind of arena to fight him in. Yeah, I think I've got it figured out. I can take this guy. Alright, so what I want... yeah, the skyscrapers. I need to keep stuff between me and him. Fuck, what kind of like, weapons is he using, and can I fucking... Alright. Yeah. Oh, I haven't even really watched anything on Starfield. I took one look at its UI and I was like, meh. Let's try out. Oh, I need to actually put it on. Yeah, right? It's just like basic squares. I'm like, that's not really interesting at all. Yeah. Yeah, no. I saw a bit of it, and I was like, not really interested. Like, honestly, and the name Starfield, I honestly keep forgetting that it's that new Bethesda game, and I keep thinking that it's that that failed like space fight game. I think it was like Starlink, where you bought like the toys and you'd like link them in to be your actual fucking starship. Where'd that gun I just bought go? What? I just bought a chain gun. Where did it go? Oh, was it a back weapon? I thought it was an arm weapon. Oh no, it was definitely a back weapon because I already bought all of the arm weapons, right? Yeah, that one's not doing real great against Jester. Let's try swapping out my arms for chain gun arms. I mean, from everything I heard, Returnal was actually good. Again, that was another game I kind of passed on. But, is that just what you do as soon as you see a game title? You're like, what's the witty thing people are going to say whenever it's bad? Because I can respect that. What the fuck? Alright, alright. There we go. Okay. Alright. Got an idea. Okay, first things first. Gonna swap myself over to the quick legs. That one can stay with that one. Something lighter. Oh, or nothing at all. Let's try this out. Just go full fucking run the fuck away mode. Alright, I outlived his chain gun. I think I can finish him off now. There we go. The plan worked. It barely worked, but it worked. I'm having a real problem against these arena fights now that they're actually fighting competently. Alright, Roughneck. The Dual Terror. With high-class Gatling guns, his AC has great offensive strength for its lightweight class. Fuck. Alright. Roughneck is not anywhere near as fast as Jester was, so I can probably go back to heavier legs. God, it's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start making setups pure, like, for each individual person I fight. And it's like, oh, this person uses a lot of kinetic stuff, so I need a lot of shell defense. And oh, this person has uses a lot of energy weapons, so, you know, go for full energy defense. if you want to do it that way, 2 can play it the just spammy game. Here, oh, come here. Oh my god! He runs faster than my turning speed. Alright, time for the old keep my finger pressed on the button and hope the reticle goes over his body technique. What the fuck? I don't think I did any damage to him that time. Fuck, I'm charging, I'm dead. Oh, and now he takes it fucking slow. The bitch! He's taunting me! Well, I think that's a good time to rage quit as any. Yeah, I think we'll call it there for tonight. A little bit early to call it, but fuck it. Had enough of slamming my face against that guy. For tonight, anyway. Tomorrow's another day. Yeah, no problem, Artilla. Thanks for hanging out. You're always fun to talk to. I have learned you have interesting opinions. Very strong ones, in fact. But you're fun to talk to nonetheless. Yeah. Be streaming same time tomorrow, so if you want to hang out, I'll be there. See ya!